Good boy. All right. Perfect.
Let's talk about respect in the classroom.
Yeah, so I think respect, definitely showing examples as a teacher, or even being the example of having that respect towards your students, and not just towards your students, but towards yourself as well.
Yes.
I would say also for respect, like almost I will respect you as a student, but I would also like the respect from you. And kind of having that like, putting it out there, almost like explaining what respect is. Maybe for those younger kids who don't know what respect is, explaining it in different pictures and breaking it down for them.
Yes.
And explaining to them maybe different things that we can do to show respect.
Yeah. I like that. So I think a good way to like show respect is definitely like if you're gonna show the kids respect, they're gonna show you respect kind of thing. And kind of like say if you respect me, I'm gonna respect you, and just kind of explain to them the balance. And like you're saying, the pictures is a very good way. Also like maybe cartoon videos would also be really good way to get them engaged and really understand what respect is.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like the idea of having videos, like maybe finding videos on respect and videos that show respect that are school appropriate and even appropriate for the age that you are teaching.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then to go along with respect, like kind of a good way to show them is maybe making a behavior chart. So like it's like if your pen is put on green, then you're being like really good, and then you like always want it to be on green because like maybe you get a reward or something at the end of the month, and then that way it kind of makes the kids practice being like respectful towards you, because like if you're gonna respect, it's kind of like the chart is kind of showing if you're gonna respect me and you're gonna stay on the green clip instead of moving down to maybe a yellow or a red behavior, then I'm gonna respect you and be respectful of your time.
Exactly. Yeah. Moving on, going into trust.
Trust.
Something that I thought of was maybe, like we've talked about, giving them the options and taking their ideas into consideration will build that trust. That way they feel like they're being heard and that they can trust you to put their ideas into consideration and maybe put their ideas out into the classroom.
Yeah, it's definitely putting yourself on the line for trust, because really you're gonna have to show them that it's okay for them to trust you, especially at the beginning of the year when they don't know you and they're coming into this brand new person, probably brand new like friends sitting next to you, and it's like a whole new environment, and to really trying to show them that it's okay for them to come to you. And the more you tell them about yourself, the more you're gonna humanize your own self, and the more they're gonna be like, oh, like, come help me, like I trust you, can we talk about this?
Right, I completely agree. And I think a really big thing with trust is just showing them throughout the year. It's gonna take them time to trust you. But I know that first week of school is very important for that trust aspect. Like, showing them that, you know, you're there to help them, you're there to teach them and to help them learn. And they're gonna learn very quickly that they can trust you depending on how you go about it. And I really think that first week is really where you build those bonds and those trust and that respect we just talked about.
Yeah, respect is definitely not respect, we're on trust. Sorry. So it's definitely just like letting them come to you. I think it's kind of the big picture of this.
Exactly. Yeah.
So next we're going to talk about caring.
Right. Like, I feel like that kind of goes with trust. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Putting yourself on the line, like you said, and giving them the options definitely shows that you care. Something else that I thought about was like being compassionate with them. Like, when you listen to them, be compassionate about their feelings, about their learning, the way they learn, and each student is going to be different in their own way. So be compassionate towards them as a student and also as a person.
Yeah.
I think that's a very important thing when it comes to caring.
Yeah, definitely being compassionate and just kind of showing them that you care about them and that you care about their needs and their wants and their worries and whatnot. And then that way they really then they will start caring about more of the bigger stuff in the classroom, like doing their stuff and turning their stuff in on time, and that kind of stuff. Because if you're showing them that you care about them, they're gonna want to care about what you think.
Exactly.
And whatnot.
I think a big thing too is that I know that we've talked about greetings in the mornings, but making them feel welcome. Like making them feel welcome in the classroom every morning, and not just, one morning you're welcome to come in, but also it has to be throughout the year, and every morning you're explaining to them how they're welcomed, or giving them those high fives and giving them those greetings in the morning, and making them feel more welcome into your classroom and into this environment.
For sure. I really like that.
Yeah. That, like the handshakes or even like community circles, are a good way to show.
Yes, show that you care and show that you're willing to listen.
Yeah. The next one is empathy, and I feel like empathy and caring kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah, for sure.
With like being compassionate too.
With empathy though, you also, yes, you'd be compassionate, but you also kind of, I feel like a big part of that is kind of having like an open door policy, and just kind of being able to let them come in and out. And so, like, yes, you want them to be engaged and learn in the classroom, but you also to understand that, oh, maybe Sally came in having a rough day, or maybe Johnny and Derek had a fight at recess and they're mad and upset and they're just not going to be able to learn as well. So giving them, like, understanding that and understanding maybe why they're acting a little bit more, or why they aren't listening, or just kind of why in general.
Right, like listening to how they feel and engaging in that conversation can definitely be very good when it comes to empathy. Something else that I thought about was, I know we talked about a quiet corner, but I know that I've worked with kids and we had a quiet corner and it was really beneficial, but something in that quiet corner that I really thought about was a mood chart. On the wall, there's mood chart rugs that we can find, and honestly, I think the mood chart can really help determine how they're feeling, and for those students who have a little bit harder time talking and sharing their feelings, they can show their feelings on the mood chart and maybe write it down or color it or draw it, and be in that quiet corner and have that space where they can go. And so that kind of shows empathy from your part, where you're giving them that option to, if you're having a hard day, you can go here and you can just relax and take a breath, show how you're feeling, and if you don't want to tell me, tell a page.
Tell a page, yeah, I think that's a great idea. And then with that, you can also say, like, I want you to be able to learn about our lesson, and we want you to learn, like, our math lesson today, but you can take your minute and take a breather, and then when you're ready, you can come and join the rest of the class, and then, like, at the end, you could say, have any questions, and then that gives the child who maybe missed the first question or two to come and talk to you afterwards and kind of figure out what they missed and how to kind of make that up.
Yeah, absolutely. And how could we bring this into the families? Like, what would this look like with the families?
With the families, I think definitely having a way to show the parents what they're doing. So, like, maybe having, like, taking a picture of them doing an activity. Like, obviously, you probably cannot send out big group pictures of these students, but, like, let's say the student learned the ABCs. Maybe take a picture of them holding an ABC sign, or, like, I made the ABC club kind of thing, and take a picture of that student and then send out, like, a newsletter kind of thing, but just to the one parent of the student.
Right, just to their family.
Yeah, and then you maybe, like, explain to them, oh, like, we've been working on our ABCs, like, Sally's done really good, she can say all of them without, like, help, and that kind of thing.
Right, and I think something that goes along with that, I know for a lot of schools now that I've been around, they're doing class dojos, and so there's a way to communicate on the class dojo, and also for the parents to see how their kids are doing.
Yeah.
And that really brings in the families, incorporates those families in our classroom.
Yeah, I really like that.
Something else that I thought about was, I know that we talked about the rules and regulations posters, but also during conference weeks, or even taking a picture of the rules and regulations poster and putting that out to all the parents, is sharing the rules and regulations poster with the parents and telling them this is not only what I expect from them, but it's what they expect from each other.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something that they put together,
for sure,
and they all agreed on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just me asking them to do things, it's their expectations for the classroom.
Yeah, I really like that. Definitely just having and making sure your parents know that they have an open communication with you, and so maybe putting it away, like through a dojo or through like email or a phone call, that they can contact you and be able to express their concerns, or maybe just figure out what the curriculum is, and so that they know what their child is learning. But then also to go along with that, some parents will call you random times of the day, and they'll be frustrated when you cannot respond right away. So definitely make it more of like an office hours kind of thing. So it's like you can only call, like I will meet if I see your message, like I will do my best to respond when I can, but these are the hours that I will be checking my email, like 100% will be checking my email and doing my best to get back to all of your guys' questions and concerns and praises.
Right, like contact times. And
yes,
I think that should be like a very set thing at the beginning of the year that you explain to the parents, here are the times that I will respond to you.
Yeah.
And so that they know, let me not call her when she's teaching, or here are the times that I should be calling and I should be asking my questions.
Yes. So you aren't taking away from your child's education.
Exactly. And I really think that this is very important. And I think having respect, trust, caring, and empathy, and maybe even having like a poster of what those are and how we can show them, and how we can show them in the classroom, and even sharing that with these families and being able to put out all these different things for them.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely do think they all tie together as one. And so just kind of being open and caring, and also like you're gonna have to remind students what all these definitions mean throughout the year, especially the younger grades. And so maybe like throughout the year you set aside a day like to play a video that explains what all this means, kind of thing. So just kind of like the constant reminder as well. I think that'd be really helpful.
Absolutely. I think that's it for today.
Yeah.
In part 2, we're going to be talking about social and emotional learning.
Yes.
And that's going to be very exciting. We're going to have a lot of good points to talk about. And yeah, thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, sorry.